Good afternoon, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. I am at a loss kind of for what day it is, just because of the holidays and everything like that, but we should be getting back to regular things hopefully somewhat soon. Anyways, what I do have to share with you guys though for today is a grocery haul from Meijer, because we haven't been to Meijer since I think before Christmas. So I do have that to share with you guys. There was a little, like, none of the stuff was great deals, but they did have quite a few deals. So we went ahead and did them. Actually, the surprise, probably the best deal was actually they had 99-cent strawberries, and there was no limit to them. Not all of them look the best, but Jack will eat through them really quickly anyway. So I know if they don't like last that long, they're not going to be in the fridge for very long anyway. But for 99 cents, I thought that was awesome. And they didn't have it advertised. It was just maybe like a pop-up thing at our store or whatever. Like they got an extra shipment in, and so they just like discounted them a lot, or they realized they weren't going to be good for very long, so that's why they did. But that was probably the best deal that they had. And the other thing was that we did get charged twice for the Snuggle. However, we did go to the customer service desk and they credited us back the amount of the difference. It was $7.99 and 51 cents of it was also tax, so it was $8.50 that we got back, because it was over $70. And I was like, that doesn't seem right, even with getting the strawberries. But the thing was, I was also going to get gluten-free bread for like $3, and then they didn't have it, so I knew it was supposed to be right around the same price as what I was planning on paying anyway, which I think was like under $65, and it was over that. And I was like, something doesn't seem right. So like as we were walking out, I checked the receipt and I was like, oh, it shows that there was 2 Snuggles that we were charged for, and I only bought 1. So we went and we got that all taken care of, which again, $8.50 is kind of a big difference. So that is why we went and, you know, got that settled away. If it was like a $1 thing, I'd be like, oh, no big deal, whatever. But $8.50 is a lot. So anyways, I will share with you guys what the deals they did have going on and what we ended up picking up from Meijer for today. So all these items on the table right here that we picked up from Meijer was $62.80. Again, that was after the difference of the return. Like I said, that was $8.50. So I think again too, for under 65 bucks, it was pretty good. Again, not all the stuff was the greatest deals, but we haven't been to the grocery store in a little while, so it was good to kind of stock up on a few things as well. And again, a handful of things that they have were kind of a little bit more expensive things. Again, the Snuggle, which I'll go into the actual deal because I didn't pay $8.50 for the one that we bought. And also too, getting the multivitamins as well was another thing. So what they did have though going on this week, they had the strawberries, like I said, 99 cents each. We picked up 4 of those. They had these Glade air freshener was $1.99. They had a $1 off coupon, so it was just 99 cents. They also had the Febreze small spaces. This one was not on sale. It was normally $2 or $3.39, but there was a $2.30 off coupon, so it was just $1.09, which I thought was pretty good for like the bathroom, you know. Nice little, like those ones are again convenient for small spaces like that. They also had the ragu, which was on sale, the pasta sauce. So we got Alfredo. You could also get red sauce as well, but they had that on sale for $2 each, and then they had a $1 off of 3 coupons. So it ends up being $5 for 3, or like $1.66 each, which isn't too bad for Alfredo sauce, because I don't get a lot of deals on Alfredo sauce. I do more often on like tomato sauce, like red sauce, but not as often with Alfredo. So we picked that up. They also had the ragu pizza sauces, which are $1.89 normally, but they had a $1 off of 2 coupon. Again, something that I almost never get sales on, which is pizza sauce. These were under $1.50 each, which again I thought wasn't too bad. They were like $1.39 or whatever. So again, maybe you could get like one at the Dollar Tree for like $1.25, but at this point, honestly, I don't know. The Dollar Tree is kind of a toss-up as to what you're gonna pay, because you know, it used to always be $1. Now everything in there is like $5 below. It could be $5 and up, really. But anyways, you know, that I thought was a pretty okay deal. And again, for something that we will do homemade pizza, but if we don't have pizza sauce, then we don't do homemade pizza. So that was a good thing to have, and we can just keep in the pantry. The goldfish were similar to the ragu deal. They were on sale $2 each, but they also had a $1 off of 3 coupon. So they were just $5 for 3, or $1.66 each. They also had the Post cereals. They had the Cocoa Pebbles, but not the Fruity Pebbles, but they also had a couple different varieties, like the one with marshmallow marshmallows or the berry kinds, which are actually gluten-free. I think I did see that, but that's really cool. So I can have that. But those are on sale $2 each, and there was $1 off of 2 coupon, so they were just 3 for 2 or $1.50 each. They also had the Velveeta or the Kraft mac and cheese, like the deluxe pasta. That was on sale for $2.99, and there was $1 off coupon, making it just $1.99, so we picked up one of those. They also had the Dole like fruit cups were on sale for $5 for 2, and they had $1 off of 2 coupon, making them $2 for 2, or I'm sorry, they were $4 for 2 or $2 each. Again, like I said, some of this stuff isn't really the best price. Like if it was a busier week, I might pass up on it, or if they didn't have a lot going on, I might not even get this. But again, these are one of the things that, like, it's a little bit cheaper than Walmart's, but it's not something that's so much cheaper that I'm like, oh yeah, I should definitely pick it up for that price, you know, at, you know, that time or whatever. But mandarin oranges are something I like to snack on, the little cups, and again, they're kind of convenient to have, so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and pick them up. But like I said, not like the best deals. The same with these Knorr rice sides. These are on sale $5 for 4, and there's $1 off of 4 coupons, so they're just 4 for 4 or $1 each. The thing is, I have like no Spanish rice left, and we use this a lot of times if we're doing like fajitas or like tacos or something like that. Like I'll do it with as a side dish, and we have none of that variety left, so that's why I went ahead and picked that up. The Daisy sour cream were also, I think they were 4 for 3, and then there was $1 off 3 coupon, making these just 3 for 3 or $1 each, which for the smaller little sized ones are pretty good. And these are kind of convenient to have just in case like you can go through without buying like a big tub of it. You can use them individually, and then if something happens and one goes bad, they don't all go bad at the same time, because they're good until March. But again, if we buy a big container and we open it up, it might not stay good for quite as long, whereas if you have individual smaller containers and you use through those, the other ones will stay fresh. So again, that was a pretty good deal. The Snuggle, that was on sale for $7.99, but I did have a $2 off coupon. Again, the other one rang up at $7.99, and then it was 51 cents tax. So like I said, we got that $8.50 back on the other one that we didn't even buy. But with this one, the $2 coupon came off, so it ended up being just $5.99. Which again, I thought was a pretty decent price for fabric softener. These Tasty Bites, these are normally $3.19, and they did, it was one of those, I think, like personalized coupons though. They had $1 off when you bought $5, and I think like, I don't know what it was, like certain type of food, and so that came off, so it was just $5.38 for 2 or $2.69 each, which isn't really the best price. But I did pick up something similar to this at Target that were like $2.89, so I was like, well, they're just a little bit cheaper than that with the coupon, which I guess is kind of good. And I love these. Doing these with a little like cup of rice on the side is like so perfect for like a dinner, and it's really like filling, and it's also very tasty. I like these a lot, and it's just something convenient that I can make for myself as well, and it's gluten-free, so and vegetarian, so there's not a ton of stuff like that, you know. It's like gets more difficult to find things like that I can make, and these are one of those, so I was like, it's not that bad of a deal. And that coupon I think expired at the end of this week, so I was like, I might as well just use it. They also had these little Caesar wet dog like mini pouches. They're 85 cents, but there was $1.50 off of 5 Perks coupons, so they were just $2.75 for 5, or like 55 cents each. I don't think these are too bad to like add to the dog's food as well, kind of like as an additional little substitute, because honestly our dogs, we have a large, you know, like she's a pit lab mix. She is not like, even 5 of these would not really sustain her, so adding them is just like a little extra would be nice, because they loved the wet food that we gave them over Christmas, so I thought that was pretty good. They also had the Centrum gummy vitamins. Those were on sale, buy one get one 50% off, but they were $10.99, and there was also a $4 off Perks coupon, so that took those down to just $12.49 for 2, or $6.25 each, which again I thought wasn't too bad for multivitamins. Like $6 for 110 gummy vitamins is a pretty good deal. So again, we went ahead and, like I said, picked up some of those things, but like the vitamins, the Snuggle, like a handful of the things were a little bit more expensive than what I normally pay. And even some of the stuff like the pasta sauce, the mandarin oranges, the Knorr rice sides, the goldfish, stuff like that isn't really the best price, but is a little bit cheaper than what like I probably get at like Aldi or Walmart, and I can get name brand for it. And also too, again, it's stuff that like we haven't been out grocery shopping recently, so to kind of you know, stock back up I guess a little bit in some of those things is pretty good. So that was what we ended up going with and doing and everything this week. And kind of the same for Jewel as well. I did finish my Jewel list, but we're probably going to go there tomorrow, so I should have that haul for you guys then. But I'm going to get this stuff put away. I thought I'd just share with you guys what was going on at Meijer for this week. Well guys, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed now. It smells so good in the bathroom right now, guys. I used that small space. We have a bunch of them, but I just used the one that we had instead of putting it away. I was like, you know what, because my mom got rid of some of the stuff that was in the bathroom. Like, we've been packing up for Christmas, like all the Christmas stuff. So and my mom was kind of going through the bathroom and she was like, oh, I don't want this anymore, I don't want this in here. We had a Scentsy in the bathroom. She ended up getting rid of it, so it was like, oh, I'll put that in there. And it just smells so strong. It is like wafting into my bedroom and it smells really good. So I'm happy we have that, and I'm happy it smells good and it's working well. But you know, like, it's not super strong, like overpoweringly strong, but it smells really good. So anyways, I am going to, like I said, take a shower now and get to bed, but I should have that Jewel haul for you guys tomorrow. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.